when I played the quintet, I had solos all the time. And it was, but I was doing it all year. So I just playing it. I could do it. You know what I mean? I toured. You couldn't see any of it. I already records. He's right at the corner. No. Yeah. I don't know why I always had fear from coming. I did that concert when I did it in fact, all of my friends. We had a French horn player. She was with us about a year. They were loud in music school, and then she finally graduated. She was an older person. She was almost my age, but she got a music scholarship. I saw she was playing in some orchestra, local chair. But we have to do this all the time. A lot of times it's like, where are you? It's like, it's just me. I say, well, where were you? She goes, I forgot to take my film. Whatever it was that she took, I don't know. I think it was like that one. Oh, I know. It's never my mouth is dry. I'm really.
Just tell Martin not to bump into it.
I know it. And that's why we set up so early.
Good evening. All right, it's working. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. This is our second annual holiday program here at St. Mark's. We had a terrific time last year, and it looks like many of you did too, because you're back, and we're excited about that. And also welcome to our first-time guests and those that may be joining us online. We are live streaming tonight on both the Ohio Military Band page and St. Mark's page. And that will be available to watch it again if there's something you particularly want to hear. If you just want to see me, you can do that. So yeah, the band I'm sure will be watching that. Maybe one of the only times they look at me, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how the night goes. But we got a great evening planned for you, and it's our final concert of the year because it's kind of a celebration for us as well. So I will introduce each piece, tell you a little bit about the background of the band as well as we go through the evening, and some special guest soloists as well, which is going to be a lot of fun. But we do begin every program with a national anthem, so we invite you to stand and join us on the Star Spangled Banner. All right, a little different take on Carol of the Bells. It's a new arrangement for us, and it's a lot of fun. And they have to really, really count and focus. And I felt like they did that tonight. You know, you guys did pretty well there tonight. That was all right. Next, we have you selections from the musical Oliver. This, of course, was adapted from Charles Dickens' 1837 novel, Oliver Twist, and the musical itself opened on Broadway in January of 1963 and ran for 774 performances. Amazingly, the composer of this highly respected score, Lionel Bart, he could not read music himself. From his earliest days in theater, he would sing his melodies to a trained pianist who would then set the tunes down on sheet music and orchestrate them. In the original Broadway production, a little trivia for you here, the Artful Dodger was played by none other than future monkey Davy Jones. He was nominated also for a 1963 Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in a Musical for that performance. The beloved 1968 film adaptation won 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and it was nearly 40 years before another musical would win such accolades with the musical Chicago. Another medley we played and enjoyed. But now we're going to play for you highlights, selections from the musical Oliver. Next, we have our first guest of the evening. Steve Hook is a Mount Healthy graduate and also a graduate of the College Conservatory of Music at Cincinnati, where he studied with Betty Glover. He is a retired band director, fine arts coordinator, principal, and data manager for nearly 48 years in area public schools. Yes. He's played professionally as a principal trombone for the Hamilton Fairfield, now the Butler Philharmonic and Claremont Orchestras, and he's been a soloist with Cincinnati Hamilton Musicians Union Summer Concert Series, Cincinnati Brass Band, Rivers Edge Brass Band, and now the Ohio Military Band. To top that off, that's what you needed, Steve, to top all of that off. He also played many traveling shows that came to the area, including Ringling Brothers Circus, Holiday on Ice, Disney on Parade, just to name a few. And most importantly, he was my private teacher when I was in school, in junior high and high school. And we've since been great friends. We're both Mount Healthy graduates. And we play together in a lot of groups now. And he performed this next solo, the Atlantic Zephyrs, last summer with our Mount Healthy high school alumni band that comes together every year. And we had 2 days, basically 2 rehearsals to put this together. And they did an amazing job for 2 days with soloists. But I asked Steve if he would come and play it with us, and I said, we'll spend more than 2 days on the accompaniment. Well, because this is not an easy accompaniment either. It's a challenging solo, virtuosic solo, but this was a good challenge for us as well, and we're so delighted that he accepted. This piece, the Atlantic Zephyrs, is written by soloist, composer, and teacher Gardel Simons. He achieved national prominence as a trombone soloist with the Sousa Band, and later successfully made transition to orchestra world, became principal trombone in the Cleveland Orchestra, as well as being professor of trombone at Curtis Institute of Music. This solo itself dates from 1915 and describes the soft, gentle breezes of summer, maybe the atmosphere surrounding the many outdoor concerts in which this composer performed, possibly were his inspiration. And so now, again, if you'd welcome Steve Hook to perform Atlantic Zephyrs. All right, how about a little more from Steve? So, for encore, I thought it would be perfect to have Steve play the Christmas song. He does so much jazz playing and just has such a beautiful tune. I'll tell you a little bit of background of this while we all catch our breath from that last selection. According to Mel Torme, this song was written in July of 1945 during a blistering hot summer. It was in an effort to stay cool by thinking cool. That's the way this most performed Christmas song of all time was born. He says that he saw a spiral pad on Bob Wells' piano with 4 lines just written in pencil. They started with chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping, Yuletide carols, folks dressed up like Eskimos. Bob didn't think he was writing a song lyric. He thought he could sort of cool himself off if he wrote these lines down and just immersed himself in winter thoughts. 40 minutes later, the song was written. And Mel Torme wrote all the music and most of the lyrics. And now, the beloved Christmas song. It was while on a holiday in the Isle of Wight that Edward White saw an ancient steam engine chugging along country branch lines, one of them bearing the name Puffin' Billy. This chirpy composition was inspired by that train, and it became very familiar during the 1950s when it was adopted as a signature tune for an English Saturday morning radio program. In 1955, it was adopted by a television program in the United States that ran for many years. So we'll have a little trivia quiz afterwards and see who recognizes this tune. Puffin' Billy. All right. Anyone recognize the tune? Yes, Sue. That's right, Captain Kangaroo. That's very good. Now, you only got a little snippet of it, I think, on the show, and ended when he hung up his keys or picked up his keys or something. I'm really much too young to remember any of that, but I always was delighted by the tune. It definitely has like a Leroy Anderson kind of feeling, and I'm so glad we found that arrangement. Next, I want to tell you just a little bit about the band. The band was founded in 1904. We don't have original members. We get that question a lot. It is an all-volunteer group, and at one time it had kind of off and on some affiliations with Ohio National Guard, but really never a direct affiliation with the military. The name really military band was more the style of music and the type of instrumentation that was used. But we're open to anyone that played high school and college, and we have people that are now retired and come back and play. We have people in the band really from all walks of life, certainly some professional musicians and retired music teachers, but really just about every profession. And tonight we have on your right in the bassoon section our youngest member, who is 17, right over here in the bassoon section, Andrew. And on your left, the other end of the band, in the back row here, Doc Fixler, 93. 93. So if you roughly fall between 17 and 93, will take you into the band. And it really is a great deal of fun seeing folks from all walks of life and all different generations coming together to sit essentially side by side and play this type of music for audiences like this great audience tonight, and for about 20 to 25 concerts throughout the season. We rehearse at the Mount Healthy United Methodist Church on Thursday, and most of our performances are on Thursday evenings. We have a Facebook page. We would love it if you would like our page, and you can follow activities of the band. We start back up again in the spring. And we have a website, ohiomilitaryband.com. We can find out more about the specific history of the band, see some of the video and some audio things that we've done recently, and also find out ways to support the band if you choose to do that. We rely on member dues, and also we have a modest fee that we normally charge for performances throughout the year. Tonight, we are just asking for a love offering. If you feel so moved to provide additional support for the band, we would certainly appreciate it. It goes towards purchasing new music, equipment, and paying for our rental and some other things that we have to do at our rehearsal facility. And we're going to have some ushers that will be taking that love offering tonight when we are performing the next selection, Gesù Bambino. This is an Italian Christmas carol composed by Pietro Jan in 1917. The melody was used by Frederick H. Martens in his English language carol, When Blossoms Flower Mid the Snows. The melody and lyrics of the chorus are derived from the chorus of Adeste Fidelis, or O Come All You Faithful. Joining the Ohio Military Band tonight is St. Mark's organist Sue Combs. Sue is a retired vocal music educator. She directs the handbell choir here as well at St. Mark's. She's a wonderful musician, very active in the community theater, and a very dedicated part of the St. Mark's staff and community. And we're really thankful that she agreed to play with us. I was really excited about having the band perform with organ. And I think you're going to really love this carol. And now, Gesù Bambino. Now we have a little polka for you. Jingle Bells and Morgen kommt der Weihnachtsmann. Der Weihnachtsmann mainly comes to families in northern, eastern, and central Germany. His origin goes back to St. Nicholas of Myra. The famous song, Morgen kommt der Weihnachtsmann, was written in 1835 and was set to what we know as Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. In case you're wondering why you hear that in a Christmas program, that is the melody for this delightful little children's song. The German poet Hoffmann von Fallersleben describes in this song how wonderful the party is just after der Weihnachtsmann brings the presents. So now, Jingle Bells and Morgen kommt der Weihnachtsmann. Now we have another treat for you this evening. We invited the St. Mark's Chancel Choir to perform the next selection, Homeward Bound, with us. The choir is directed here by Chris Beiser, who you're going to hear more about in just a little bit. And Sue Combs is the accompanist, and very dedicated group of volunteers that comes out on Wednesday evenings, performs here every Sunday, and is also preparing an upcoming Christmas cantata. We invite you to check out the St. Mark's Facebook page and website as well for information about events here at St. Mark's. This selection, Homeward Bound, holiday season often unfolds as sort of a bittersweet time, weaving together joyous melodies of celebration and poignant notes of reflection. It's a time when glistening lights and festive cheer illuminate both the joy of shared moments and the shadows of absent faces. Amidst the warmth of reunions, there exists a subtle longing for those who may no longer be part of the merriment, casting a tender nostalgia over the festivities. In this season of contrast, we find solace in the shared laughter and echoes of cherished memories, embracing the bittersweet music that really defines the essence of the holidays. And now, Homeward Bound.
we homeward bound
I want to especially thank the choir and Chris and Sue for taking time to prepare that in the midst of a very, very busy Advent season. So we're going to continue kind of our nostalgic look at Christmas with a wonderful duet by Chris Beiser and Zach Riggins. Chris is a music director at St. Mark's, well-known musical theater community, and a great soloist here at St. Mark's, and also directs productions at La Comedia, if you've been up there to see any of their productions. Yes, I got some applause, Chris. You probably do want to plug well, I'm not going to let you plug the show right now for that, but check out their website too. They do wonderful shows up there. Zach Riggins is a music and theater educator. He performs regularly with the Ohio Military Band throughout our season, and we love having him with us. So I was really shocked that they didn't know each other, because they're both so involved in musical theater and so many similar things. So what better way to get acquainted than sing together for the first time, on a live concert. But it's some great tunes. They certainly have fun preparing this. You're going to hear a Jingle Bell Rock, Frosty the Snowman, the Christmas Waltz, and There's No Place Like Home for the holidays. So please welcome Chris Beiser and Zach Riggins.
Jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing the bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bells chime in jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square in the frosty air.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a wooden nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman was a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, and the children know how he came to life one day. Must have been some magic in that old straw hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around.
Frosted window panes, candles gleaming inside, painted candy canes on the tree. Santa's on his way, he's filled his sleigh with things for you and for me. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song you hear seems to say, Merry Christmas, may your New Year's dreams come true.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays, 'cause no matter how far away you roam, when you part sunshine on a friendly day. For the holiday, you can't beat home, sweet home.
I met a man who lives in Tennessee, and he was heading for Pennsylvania and some homemade pumpkin pie. From Pennsylvania, folks are traveling down to Dixie's sunny shore. From Atlantic to Pacific, gee, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. 'Cause no matter how far away you roam, if you want to be happy in a million ways, for the holidays you can't beat home, sweet home. This was still up here.
Needed Chris's help with the choreography tonight. We're kind of penned in up here trying to get everything in place and moving around. But just like Steve, we're going to make him do a little bit more work for you here tonight. Don't they sound great together? Yeah. I know that Chris really likes the song The Little Drummer Boy, and it's been one of his favorites. He's always looking for perhaps a little kid or someone to sing it on Christmas Eve, and it's been part of our tradition here for a while. So when I was planning this concert, I thought about that lovely duet of Bing Crosby and David Bowie, and I thought this would be great to do. So we have an arrangement of that for you tonight. This song was actually recorded by Bing and David in September of 1977 for Bing Crosby's final televised Christmas special. Bing died of a heart attack the following month, and the special was aired posthumously in late November. The song was not released as a single until 1982, where it became immediate commercial success. So now, Chris and Zach together for Little Drummer Boy, Peace on Earth.
Come, they told me, pa-rum-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum. Come, they told me, pa-rum-pum-pum. Yes, one king to see, we hope to see. Our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king, live in peace again. So to honor him, pa-rum-pum-pum, when we came, every child must be made aware. Every child must be made to care, caring not for his fellow man, to give
stood
beside him there, I played my drum for him, I see the best for him, then he smiled at me, then me and my
Okay. All right, you having a good time? Enjoying our concert tonight? Thank you so much. We're really happy to have such wonderful guests helping us out tonight. And normally at Christmas events, we stay a little bit away from patriotic things, but you know, when I just realized we are commemorating a Pearl Harbor Day, I thought we need to be sure we include tonight our salute to the U.S. Armed Forces. We like to pay tribute to all the veterans or active service members in our audience this evening. So if you or a member of your family has served in the armed forces, when you hear your branch of service represented in song, please stand proudly and accept our thanks as we continue with a salute to the U.S. Armed Forces. And I will keep the mic, if you keep the mic on here, I will let you know as each song is coming up. But we do begin with the U.S. Army. And we'll ask our band members who are veterans to stand as well. And now, salute to the U.S. Armed Forces. Army. Navy.
Farewell to college boys, we sail at break of day. Through the western shore, unto the foe, until we meet once more. It is with you a happy voyage home.
Coast Guard.
Coast Guard fights, Coast Guard 7,
horse.
Wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder, and the boys fly to the sun. Down the night, spouting a flame from thunder, off and on, terrible course. We live in flame, go down in flame, and nothing can stop the USA force.
Marine Corps.
The halls of mountains lumber to the shores of Tripoli. We will fight our country's battles in the air of the sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of the United States Marines.
And what would a Christmas concert be without Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride? So get ready to immerse yourself in the delightful sounds of jingling bells, clip-clopping hooves, and the sweeping melodies that evoke the exhilaration of dashing through the snow. Sleigh Ride is a musical journey that really transcends time, inviting you to embrace the magic of the holiday season. Whether you're bundled up by a crackling fireplace or caught up in the excitement of the season's festivities, Leroy Anderson's masterpiece is sure to fill your heart with the warmth and the joy of the holidays. And that is certainly what I and the Ohio Military Band wish for you. And thank you so much for coming out tonight. And now, Sleigh Ride. We did pay the bill. There it is. Okay, thank you. Well, thank you so much. What a warm reception. And would you mind one more encore? About a little short? All right, we have something special for you that we've been doing this year, and that is we all love the Stars and Stripes Forever. But you get to the end of the concert, the band is worn out. Sometimes the audience is even a little bit worn out. But you still want to hear a little bit of Sousa on a concert. So we have a special encore for you tonight. This is Stars and Stripes in 60 seconds. Great, thank you so much. And we have some punch and cookies out here as you exit. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you.